Question 38, same information as 37. The botanist would like to increase the number of plants that the environment can support. So that's going to change the value of K. So that the population of the species will increase more rapidly. If the botanist's goal is that the number of plants will increase from 3,000 this year to 3,360 next year, how many plants must the modified environment support? So they're saying plug some numbers in and solve for K. So next year is 3,360. And this year is 3,000, so 3,000 plus 0.2. This year is 3,000. 1 minus this year is 3,000 over K. And we want to solve this particular equation. I'll do it the long way and then I'll show you a shortcut. So let's do it this way. The long way would be 3,360, 3,000 plus 0.2 times 3,000 times 1. Let's get the calculator for that. So we have 0.2 times 3,000, which is 600. So if you distribute this, you get 600. Let me go line by line. So this part here is 600. So we have 600. 1 minus 3,000 over K. And then I'm going to keep going. And from here, we're going to distribute this 600. But first, let's subtract 3,000. Get that out of the way. Minus 3,000. Minus 3,000. And you would get 360 equals 600. 1 minus 3,000 over K. Now, we could distribute the 600, that's one way, but let's do it this way. Let's divide by 600. $360 over 600, let's work with a reduced fraction for that. So get the fraction out. 360 over 600 is 3/5. Okay. So we have 3/5 equals 1 minus 3,000 over K. If you can see quickly that this is 2/5, then you can work with that. But let's go ahead and subtract 1. Subtract 1. This is negative 2/5 equals negative 3,000 over K. When you divide by negative 1, let's do that on the next page. We divide this by negative 1, and we divide this by negative 1. You get 2/5 equals 3,000 over K. And one way you could do it from here is to cross multiply. You get 2K equals 3,000 times 5. 2K equals 3,000 times 5 is 15,000. Let's verify. That's 15,000. And we're almost done. The home stretch. 15,000. And then you divide by 2 and divide by 2. And you get K equals 7,500. Let's verify that. Divide by 2. Boom, 7,500. So your final answer is 7,500. Now earlier I promised that there was a shortcut to doing this problem rather than doing all these steps. Okay. And I want to show you that shortcut. So this was the first equation we had before we solved for K the manual way. But your calculator, if you're using a TI-84, has a solver that we could use for this. And let's work with that. So for that, you go to Math, scroll up, Solver, 3360 on one side, and then equals the other one, which is 3000 plus, and so on, 3000 plus 0.2 parentheses 3000 close open 1 minus 3000 divided by the unknown, and for the unknown we're going to use x. Boom, that's it. Hit down, and they want you to make some sort of guess in case some equations have more than one solution, and this will help them find the closest one. But we don't know the answer at all. Let's just make some random guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alpha, solve. And it tells you the answer is 7,500. This is probably some sort of calculator error, but the answer is 7,500. And that's the answer.